Hello everyone. Students, in this video we are going to study the basic terms which are used in communication system. So students, in communication system the first term which we use it is transducer. So first of all, read out that definition. What is transducer? So transducer is a device that converts one form of energy into another. That means it is converting one form of energy into another. What is it convert? What is the meaning of this word transducer? Everything we will study in detail. Then see the examples. Microphone, photo detectors and piezoelectric sensors are the types of transducer. They convert the information into electrical signal. So types of transducer also I tell in this video, and they are going to convert our information into electrical signal. Okay, so students, let's talk about the transducer in detail. Students, whenever we communicate or when we convey the information, how do we convey? हम कैसे convey करते हैं? We convey the information in the form of signals. Either you can make gestures, then we make a sound, or there will be a something which we can see. So students, in physics we term it as a variations of physical quantity. In physics we term that as a variations of physical क्वांटिटी. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू टेल मी व्हाट इज सिग्नल. सिग्नल के बारे में भी मैं आपको डिटेल में बताऊंगा, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा बेसिक उसका समझ लेते हैं. व्हाट इज सिग्नल? सिग्नल मीन्स इट इज़ अ वेरिएशन ऑफ फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. We came to the definition of signal, that is our next definition. Okay, so whenever we make a signal there has been a physical change. हम कोई भी जब एक सिग्नल करते हैं तो वहाँ पे एक फिजिकल चेंज होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, in a silent room, now this room is silent. Okay, so in this silent room if I shout loudly yes, then what happened? There is a change in waveform. Okay student, in this room, this is a silent room. In this room if I shout very loudly, say yes, then what happened here? There is a change in waveform. Okay, so this may be a change in sound. Okay, this is a change in sound. So there may be a change in light also. Okay, it may be a change of any type. For example, एक एग्जाम्पल आपको देता हूँ, उस एग्जाम्पल से आप समझ लीजिए हाउ इट इज़. सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई हैव अ मशीन which will transmit a change in sound. Okay, again I repeat, for example I have a machine and that machine will transmit the change in sound. Okay, but I am producing the signals which is nothing but it is the change of light. मेरे पास एक मशीन है जो क्या ट्रांसमिट करता है? चेंज इन साउंड. बट आई एम प्रोड्यूसिंग द सिग्नल विच इज़ नथिंग बट द चेंज ऑफ लाइट. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, आवर मशीन इज मेड टू ट्रांसमिट द चेंज ऑफ साउंड. हमारा जो मशीन है वो क्या कर रहा है? इट इज़ गोइंग टू ट्रांसमिट द चेंज ऑफ साउंड. सो कैन आई सेंड द लाइट सिग्नल्स बाय दिस मशीन? नो. आंसर इज obviously answer is no. Okay, so if I want to send the changes in light, I convert light variation into sound variation. ठीक है, हमारा मशीन साउंड वेरिएशन ट्रांसफ़र करता है, हमें लाइट वेरिएशन ट्रांसफ़र करना है. ठीक है, अगर मुझे लाइट वेरिएशन ही ट्रांसफ़र करने, सो आई विल कन्वर्ट माई लाइट वेरिएशन इनटू साउंड वेरिएशन, देन आई कैन सेंड इट, बिकॉज योर मशीन इज सेंडिंग ओनली sound variation. Okay, suppose for example, okay, so I think all of you are able to see this pen. Okay, if I am giving the mechanical signal at one end of this pen, what happen? See, I am giving the mechanical signal at this end of the pen, the upper part of the pen is also moving. Okay, so when I speak, okay, when I speak, that also makes a signal. So silence. Okay, see, silent speak, what it makes? It makes a signal. Students, one more thing, there is also the variation in density of air. Okay, so there are vibrations in air particle. Suppose for example I want to send a sound with you. Okay, I need a machine which will convert my sound into variation of the given figure. For example, if I say A, then the position of the pen is in this way. If I say O, then the position of the pen will be in this way. That means A, O, A, O. What happened here? Student, here my sound is converted into mechanical signal. Okay, I think you better understood this term. Okay, so here how my sound is converted? My sound is converted into mechanical signal. Okay, so student, the machine which is converting one type of physical variation into another type is known as transducer. Okay, again I repeat, the machine which converts one type of physical variation into another type, that machine is known as what? It is a transducer. From the name only we get the idea. What is transducer? Transducer is nothing but it is transducer, that means translate and producer. Translate and producer, translational producer. Okay, so what is transducer? Again I repeat, it is a transducer is nothing but it is a machine which converts one type of physical variation into another type of physical variation. Transducer is a machine which converts one type of physical variation into another type. Now again come back to our main point. Students, in communication system we don't require मैकेनिकल सिग्नल. जैसा मैंने आपको पेन का एक एग्जांपल देके बताया, तो कम्युनिकेशन में हमें मैकेनिकल सिग्नल नहीं लगते, वी डोंट रिक्वायर. ओके, सो व्हाट द होल सिस्टम ट्रांसफर? दिस होल सिस्टम ट्रांसफर द वेरिएशन इन वोल्टेज. ये पूरा सिस्टम क्या ट्रांसफर करता है? इट ट्रांसफर्स द वेरिएशन इन वोल्टेज, दैट इज द वेरिएशन इन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. ओके, सो every other signal format, sound variation format, light variation format. See, कितने मैंने आपको बताया? Any signal format, sound variation format, light variation format, any other format which we change into electrically variation format. The device which performs this function, that is known as transducer. Communication system में हमें क्या ट्रांसफर करना है? वोल्टेज वेरिएशन. ठीक है, हमें सिग्नल कैसे मिलेगा? या साउंड वेरिएशन मिलेगा या लाइट वेरिएशन मिलेगा, जो कुछ भी इलेक्ट्रिक आपको मिलेगा, यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकली वेरिएशन फॉर्मेट. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, द डिवाइस विच परफॉर्म्स दिस फंक्शन, दैट इज नोन एज ट्रांसड्यूसर. चलो इसका एक एग्जांपल देख लेते हैं. लेट्स स्टडी फॉर एग्जांपल माइक्रोफोन. स्टूडेंट्स, when I talk and if I am using microphone, the vibrations which are generated by me, my vibrations of sound in air, microphone converts it into electrical voltage. माइक्रोफोन उसको कन्वर्ट करेगा, लेकिन किस में कन्वर्ट करेगा? इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकल वोल्टेज वेरिएशन. एंड as microphone convert my sound into electrical voltage variation and it gives to the communication system. Okay, now again here the question arises, sir, only this is the purpose of transducer? So here again the answer is no. Students, when these signals, for example, when the sound signal reach to your phone, okay, so you cannot read the voltage variation. आप voltage variation पढ़ सकते हो क्या? नहीं. आप voltmeter हो? नहीं हो, because you cannot read the voltage variation. So what you want to find in that signal, जो sound variation आपके मोबाइल तक आ रहे हैं, उसमें आपको particularly क्या find out करना है? Only sound. The answer is only sound. So students, here only the sound is coming to your ears. We don't require the voltage variation. We need only sound variation. Okay, so again we put a machine here, and that is what? That is also the another type of transducer, which is nothing but speaker. वो क्या होता है? Speaker होता है. Okay, so students, we give the voltage variation to speaker and it is receiving the voltage variation and giving out the sound variation. ठीक है, हम स्पीकर लगाएंगे वहाँ पे. स्पीकर क्या करेगा? We give the voltage variation to speaker. हम स्पीकर को voltage variation दे देंगे. Okay, so it is receiving the voltage variation and giving out as a sound variation. That means we can say that transducer convert any type of physical variation into electrical signal variation. ट्रांसड्यूसर क्या करता है? जो भी वेरिएशन आता है उसको इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स में कन्वर्ट करता है. ठीक है, तो स्टूडेंट्स ये हमने पढ़ा ट्रांसड्यूसर के बारे में. नाउ आवर नेक्स्ट डेफिनेशन विल बी सिग्नल.